Stay with us for the remarkable story of an Indian surgeon who fuses technology with compassion.
Every minute, on average, 4 Indians have heart attacks.
Where is the patient in this?
Most can't afford to see a doctor, let alone receive life-saving treatment. But one man is using his every heartbeat to change that.
Can you organize the cap and a mask?
Devi Prasad Shetty knows what it takes to preserve a life. This cardiac surgeon and his team have saved 17,000 of them. The mechanics, he says, are easy. It's the cost which kills.
That's one of the main problems. You see, in our country, every year, 2.5 million people need to undergo heart operation. And currently, only about 50,000 people are undergoing the operation. Only 50,000.
And what happens to the rest of them?
Oh, they all perish gradually over a period of time.
Indians have one of the highest rates of genetic heart disease in the world. Like Waddival, many are born with heart defects, but no money to fix them. Even the relatively easy task of drying corn is exhausting for this 10-year-old. Without an operation, he may not see his 11th birthday.
ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಸರ್. ಕೂಲಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಜನ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೂಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸಾಕಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಮರಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ ಖರ್ಚು.
Can you afford a heart operation for Waddival?
ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್, 95,000 ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್. ಅದು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು PM ಫಂಡು CM ಫಂಡಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಫಂಡ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸರ್. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಸರ್, ಯಾವುದು ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
Waddival and his family are labourers in the poor tribal district of Chamarajnagar in southern India. Their landlord owns everything here, effectively even them. They're hoping he'll lend them the money for Waddival's operation. But at 60% interest, that will indenture the family for generations to come.
ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊಸ ತೀರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಹೇಗಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
80% of the patients we treat in our country belong to that category. They are the people who are aware of what's going on in their child's life or in their own life, yet they cannot access health care. Our dream is to create hospitals where the masses, the common people of the world, can get inside the hospital and get the operation done with dignity.
There's little room for dignity at the crowded government hospital in Chamarajnagar. It's survival of the richest. But Waddival is about to be thrown a lifeline.
If you can connect me to Chamarajnagar.
300 kilometres away in Bangalore, Dr. Devi Prasad Shetty is preparing for his daily round of consultations.
1 minute nearly. 1 minute.
ಓಡಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಬಡ್ಕತ್ತದೆ ಸರ್. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆವಾಗ ಜರ ಬತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಆವಾಗ ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Dr. Shetty has established basic coronary care units in 19 remote government hospitals around India. These are linked via satellite to his hospital in Bangalore, allowing him to consult patients who'd otherwise never access specialist medical advice.
ನೀವು ಅವನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವತ್ತೇ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾವು ಸೋಮವಾರದಿಂದ ಮಂಗಳವಾರ ದಿವಸ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್. ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಅದ ಸರ್. ದುಡ್ಡು ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್.
ನೀವು ಹಣದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ತಲೆಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ನಾವು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ.
In our lifetime, if you want high technology healthcare to reach out to the masses, the only solution is telemedicine. One doctor sitting in one hospital can treat people who are thousands of miles away through the telemedicine connectivity. That totally changes the horizon of healthcare. So it goes beyond boundaries. I treat patients sitting in Bangalore, patients who are in Mauritius, Malaysia, and in part of India where I would never travel because of various reasons. So the beauty of telemedicine is it makes ordinary doctors to do extraordinary things.
Extraordinary is a word often associated with Dr. Shetty and his team. Their reputation, like their telemedicine network, now extends well beyond their Bangalore headquarters.
I respect him like a saint. Yes, really. And our country, our people in my country respect him also as saint.
Syed Rahman is from Bangladesh. He's one of 300 patients at Narayana Hrudayalaya, Dr. Shetty's Bangalore Coronary Care Hospital. A quarter of the patients now come from Asian countries where heart operations are either not available or far more expensive. Doing the rounds can take hours. Everyone wants to express their gratitude.
You are my savior. You are my God in flesh and blood. I am here as you have asked me to come here from Kolkata. Yes. You know that, sir.
Yes, yes.
So I surrender my heart and soul to you.
Sure. I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, but people consider that it's a generosity and it's a charity. I'm just doing my duty as any other individual. But unfortunately, overall, societies degraded to such a level that just being a normal human being is considered as godly.
Day and night, Dr. Shetty's waiting room is full.
एक minute.
He trained in London and could have stayed there and made a fortune. But 14 years ago, he returned to India and was inspired to greater works by one of his patients, Mother Teresa.
She is singularly responsible for the way we think today, as one of our very famous saying that the hand which helps is much more precious than the hand which prays.
Dr. Shetty's chance meeting with Mother Teresa changed not only his life, but also those of the thousands of patients he's gone on to help. People like Wadivale, who's just arrived with his family from Chamarajnagar.
Okay.
For Wadivale and his parents, this is an overwhelming experience.
100 ಮಂದಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಆದರೆ 90 ಮಂದಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ ಈ ಆಪರೇಷನ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಪರೇಷನಲ್ಲೂ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು. ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಉಪಾಯ ಇಲ್ಲ.
This is the first time they've left their village, and the first time anyone of means has offered them help with no strings attached.
ಫೀಸ್ 95,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿರಿ ಸರ್.
ಆಯ್ತು, ನೀವು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
20,000 ಕಟ್ಟಿ
ಆಯ್ತು, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಏನು ಹೆದರಿ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ನೀವು ಹೆದರುವ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಹಣದ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೂ ನೀವು ತಲೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ನಾವು ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ?
The generosity shown to Wadivale is not exceptional. This is one of the largest paediatric wards in a coronary care hospital anywhere in the world.
This is a little fellow with a hole in the heart.
Half of these children have had free operations, or they've received financial assistance organised by the hospital's charitable trust. Dr. Colin John is the head of paediatrics.
So far, by the grace of God, I can confidently say we haven't turned away a single child or adult for lack of financial support.
That's due to donations, he says, as well as smart management.
A government hospital run by the government of India, about 85 to 90% of their budgetary allocation goes for salaries. In the Western countries, about 60 to 70% of the yearly expense goes for the salaries. In our hospital, it's 20% to 22%.
And here's the defect between the two chambers. So air pressure
Not
is
very high
elevated.
pulmonary artery pressure.
Operable.
Operable.
Still operable.
Dr. Shetty insists heart care does not have to be as expensive as the World Health Organization and international medical companies make it.
Ventricular septum is intact.
No coarctation.
No coarctation. Is a
If you make an echo machine which gives the image of the liver,
obstruction.
then that machine, say, costs $10,000. But the same machine, you say it images the heart, it will be sold for $50,000. Because anything to do with the heart, everyone wants a premium.
That premium, he says, often costs poor people like Wadivale their lives.
Because of the myopic approach of all these agencies, 100 years after the first heart operation, only 8% of the world's population today has access to heart surgery. 92% of the world's population, heart surgery is still a distant dream.
For Wadivale, that dream is about to become reality.
Receptionally wait ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ 3 to 4 hours ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ITU ನಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು.
It will be an anxious wait for Wadivale's parents. At stake is their son's life, and theirs. With no social security in India, the entire family's future hinges on Wadivale's capacity to earn a living. Dr. Colin John will lead the operating team.
Most of our children can't afford this operation, so we rely on support from other organizations and individuals to finance their operation.
He worked in Australian public hospitals for 7 years before returning home to join Dr. Shetty's staff. In Australia, he says, the hole in Wadivale's heart would probably have been diagnosed at birth, and this operation done years earlier.
One of the reasons I came back from Australia was to make sure that we have the same opportunity.
Dr. Shetty doesn't want the opportunities limited to just India's poor. He's hoping to build a chain of heart hospitals right across the developing world.
So Indian surgeons and the hospitals are trying to develop a system of heart surgery which is affordable to the masses, where there will be large number of hospitals doing huge number of operations, like 20, 30 operations every day. And this is the formula which is going to transform the way the heart surgery is delivered.
But it's the individual transformation which keeps the staff here going.
ஆப்ரேஷன் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, குழந்தை நல்லா இருக்குது, கடவுள் சித்தத்தில் நல்ல மாதிரி ஆகும். இன்னும் முதல் 2 நாள் ITUவில் இருக்கிற டைமில் கொஞ்சம் ரிஸ்க் இருக்குது, ஆனால் கடவுள் சித்தத்தில் நல்ல மாதிரி இருக்குது. சரிங்களா? வேறு என்ன கேட்கணுமா? இல்லை காலில் விட்டு.
For Wadivale's parents, the relief is almost too much to bear.
Very few people in the world get an opportunity to save 17,000 lives. This opportunity very few people get, and we are privileged to have this opportunity. So this is what keeps us going.
A day after the operation, Wadivale is well on the road to a normal life.
Dr. Colin, how is Wadivale?
He's done very well. He's gone to plan, then extremely well as you can get him going.
Palaniswamy,
அவங்க கேட்குறாங்க,
how are you feeling today?
இன்னைக்கு எப்படி இருக்குதுன்னு கேட்குறாங்க.
நல்லா இருக்கு.
He's very happy today.
So what do you think of Dr. Shetty and Dr. Colin John and the hospital here?
எங்கள் பற்றியெல்லாம் என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்கன்னு யோசிக்கிறேன் கேட்குறேன்.
Feeling okay? Any pain?
As far as Dr. Shetty's concerned, it's all in a day's work.
Okay, you're doing very well.
The language of pain is universal. It is the same language. Language of happiness and language of pain is same whether you are American or Australian or Indian. And today there is a solution.